Hey everyone, today's look is kind of a more like glamorous coral look. My whole point in doing this is that coral is a huge makeup trend for the warmer months. I definitely think that when you go out at night, when you go out somewhere fancy, if you have somewhere, a party or just somewhere where you want your makeup to be a little more dramatic, a little sexier, something that's a little more intense, different than the everyday, it's nice to have a different option that's kind of current. I really think that this coral look is a very glamorous, fun look for summer. As always, you can go on over to my blog. There's a link in the sidebar. I do this for all my tutorials. I don't know, I hope, or now I guess it's down there, huh? With the new whole setup. I don't know, it's bizarre. You can click the link and I will take you straight over to my blog and show you more pictures of the look and exactly every single product that I use. So I hope that you guys enjoy this, and if you keep watching, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Alright, so before I started, I applied my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Very, very small amount. I know I've said it before, but it takes a teeny tiny amount of that stuff. Alright, now, MAC has recently came out with a paint pot in that new collection. I don't know how to pronounce the name. And it's a coral paint pot. I love paint pots. I'll probably eventually get it, but I could not justify it because I have the Fresco cream color base, and when used as a base on the eyelid, comes off very, very coral, you see. Now with cream color bases, you don't want to pack them on like quite as thick as a paint pot. They're a little more creamy, and they will crease if you're not careful. So that's why I made sure to apply the Urban Decay Primer Potion underneath. You see, that comes off a really, really pretty coral color. And then your eyeshadows are going to stick to this really, really well. Alright, so the main coral eyeshadow that we're going to use, which I absolutely love, this is one of my very favorite matte colors, is Paradisco. Right there, if you can see that. It's very, very pretty. It's kind of like a coral mixed with a pink, has a frost to it, kind of like a goldeny frost. I don't know, I'm taking a large brush. This is MAC 252, which is probably one of my favorite eyeshadow brushes. I use it every day. And then I'm just going to pack it on, and hopefully you can really see how vibrant that Paradisco is when you put it over Fresco. It's really, really pretty. You want to kind of wash the color upward a little bit and out. Not so much right here, but more like toward this outer corner. Take a little bit on the tip of the brush, smudge it right underneath the lower lash line. Just a little. Doesn't have to be precise, use the same brush. You should have that beautiful, vibrant coral. Now you want a little bit of definition in the outer corner. You can skip this if you want. I like to do this especially like for a more nighttime look. Taking Swiss chocolate right here. You want a warmer type brown, and I'm using a MAC 272 brush, which is kind of a pointed brush, and I'm just patting the color in the outer V area, which this brush is pretty good for. And when you have a pretty even application and it's as dark as you want it, take the brush and just slightly, with the point of it just like that, take it into the crease and define your crease area just very, very lightly with whatever's left over of this color on your brush. Okay, then you're going to want to blend this really, really well. My very favorite blending brush is my Sigma SS224. I'm just going around the color. Everything looks really, really smooth. Alright, take a more concentrated brush. This is a MAC 266. Take that same dark brown and connect it about halfway in on your lower lash line. Okay, now whenever I use orange or corals, a lot of pinks too, I always use this trick. I showed you guys this a long time ago, so hopefully some of you have a white eyeliner pencil. The one that I've always used is the Fascinating Eye Kohl. As I've said before, it's very soft. This area right here is kind of delicate, so it's really great. And what I do is I just barely trace it. Your eyelashes can definitely get in the way of this. You kind of like star it downward and inward just like that. You see how I kind of made a star? And then continue that along the upper lash line, just slightly inward. That's right there. Not even a quarter of the way in. And then do the same thing, kind of star it inward, right into that little shadowy pocket. You can take your finger, you can take a clean brush and just kind of go around it. So this is a 217 brush. Alright, so make sure that the color looks really smooth. And then I like to take this shade. It's really, really pretty. It's called Vapor. And it kind of has like a slight shimmer to it. I think it's a velvet. Yeah, whatever. And when you apply it over that white, it gives a really glowy pink effect, which this color is perfect for layering over fascinating eye kohl. I'm just using a small brush. This is a MAC 242. And then just while you have that out, take that same color and the same brush and highlight your brow right underneath your eyebrow. I'm using black. I'm using the L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense. For this look, I made a kind of thicker line along my lashes because I'm wanting it to look more, I guess, appropriate for nighttime, more glamorous, whatever. But you could definitely apply it very thin, and this would be a perfect daytime, summery coral look. So I'm just applying that to my upper lash line. Alright, then this is totally optional, but on my waterline I applied the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Lucky. It's kind of a copper color, but I think that it looks perfect along with this coral. So I just applied that lightly. Okay, then definitely apply some black mascara, false lashes, whatever you prefer. I'm using my MAC Plush Lash Mascara. And when I come back, I'm going to show you what I use on my cheeks and on my lips. Alright, so for your cheeks and everything, apply bronzer if you want to. I applied a little bit. I use the NARS Laguna. For actual blush, to get the color to stay on all day and to really kind of, I don't know, create like a little bit of a glow, I like to use the Hush Cream Color Base by MAC. And what I do, is this the right brush? Yes. I get a little bit on an angled brush and I put it everywhere where blush would go. And this kind of gives you a nice pretty sheen at the same time. These have never really caused an issue with me breaking out. I find that they're a lot less oily than typical cream blushes. I want a really pretty peachy kind of like sun-kissed effect. So I'm going to use Peachy Keen, which is a really, really pretty blush color. I'm going to use a 188 type brush for that. These kind that are like the duo fiber brushes. And I'm using that because it kind of almost gives you a less intense effect. It kind of gives you a more washed out, or washed out doesn't sound good, but kind of, you know, a larger, sheer wash of color. Okay. If you have questions about blush application, I did a video recently on how to get it just right and a little trick that will help you when you hold your brush. So that gives you really natural kind of flush that kind of goes with the rest of the look. I already did my lips. Can't find what I used. Yeah, here we go. I used the Ravishing lipstick by MAC. It's a gorgeous coral, but it's like a wearable coral. I love it, and I think everybody needs it. It would be gorgeous with any skin tone, honestly. And then for just a little bit of shine, I put the Nymphette lip gloss over it. I've used this in a lot of videos recently. Or it seems like I have. I have like a pink with a golden shimmer, and it looks gorgeous paired with Ravishing. So Ravishing, Nymphette, very, very pretty summer combo. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you'll, you know, use this sometime. I think that this bright color is so fun, and I love coral anyway. So I hope that helped and that you guys will try it out, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.